Hello everyone, I am Sujat and you are watching Pharma Inform. In Pharma Inform today we will discuss next form of granulation or an other type of granulation, which is dry granulation. Previously we have discussed wet granulation, all the steps and all the factors involved in wet granulation are discussed in details in our previous videos. You can watch from our wet granulation playlist. So today we will discuss dry granulation is also a very important topic, so stay with us, watch our all videos. This playlist will not be very long. We will try to complete this playlist in 2 or 3 videos so that you can easily and in a short time get all the concepts. So dry granulation, first we will see definition or what is dry granulation. Basically dry granulation is a process in which we convert our fine powders into granules by the application of pressure. The main difference between wet granulation and dry granulation is that in wet granulation we add solvent in our powders and binder solution, so our powders are converted into wet mass. Then we dry the wet mass and sieve the dried mass to obtain granules. But in case of dry granulation we do not add any solvent or binder solution because this method is limited to the products which are sensitive to the moisture and heat. So in a brief summary, dry granulation is a process in which we convert fine powders into granules by the application of pressure. The main key difference is that in this method we do not use any solvent or binder solution and we do not use the application of heat in this method. So a common question is that how our fine powders are converted into granules by using dry granulation method. So the answer is that in dry granulation we use two steps or two methods to convert fine powders into granules. One is slugging and other is roller compaction. You can see slugging or roller compaction. In the steps of dry granulation we will discuss in detail, so you can now easily understand. In dry granulation, by the application of pressure our powders are converted into slugs, or by using chelsonator into paper sheets which are later on screened and sieved and converted into the granules. So it was a simple definition or simple explanation of dry granulation process. So if we check its scope, mean where or for those products for which we can use dry granulation method, dry granulation method is applicable for those products which are degraded by the moisture and heat. In simple words, the products which are sensitive to the moisture and sensitive to the heat cannot be manufactured by wet granulation method. So the dry granulation method is used for those products which are not degraded by the moisture and heat. In the next step we will discuss steps of dry granulation. As we discussed step of wet granulation, here we will discuss steps of dry granulation. Usually most of the steps in dry granulation are same as in wet granulation. A key difference is that we do not use kneading method and wet sieving method and drying method in dry granulation procedure. Apart from those steps we use slugging or roller compaction method or step in dry granulation. So we will discuss briefly First step is weighing, second is sieving, third is pre-mixing, fourth is slugging, fifth is screening, and sixth is final mixing. Weighing, sieving and pre-mixing steps are same as we performed in wet granulation, so we will not discuss these steps in detail. You can watch the detail of these procedures or these steps in our wet granulation series. Here we will discuss in a brief overview what is weighing. As we discussed earlier in wet granulation, weighing is a simple step in which we verify our all the ingredients according to the batch manufacturing record and shop order. Mean we weigh our all the excipients and active pharmaceutical ingredients in granulation area to verify that all the materials are dispensed accordingly our formulation. In this step we also verify batch number, lot number, and all the quantities are verified against the manufacturing order. The next step is sieving. As we discussed in wet granulation in a detail, here we will briefly discuss. Sieving is performed to make particle size uniform. Mean if our any excipient or API has large lumps or large size particles, then by using sieving method we can convert those lumps into small particles, so uniform size is obtained in the sieving step. By converting particles into uniform size, our mixing is uniform. And one other benefit of sieving is that during sieving, as we sieve our all the excipients and APIs, so if there is the possibility of any foreign object as rubber band or tie clips during manufacturing in API active pharmaceutical manufacturing plants, during packaging, if any part of rubber band may be mistakenly packed along with API during sieving step, it can easily be removed, or we can find any other black particles, because in some excipients during practical observation have black particles. So if we have any problem, we can easily highlight the defect in this sieving method and can take action against those particles or foreign objects according to the pharma SOPs. Next step is pre-mixing. Pre-mixing is also same as in wet granulation. Basically pre-mixing, as the name indicates, is the mixing before slugging or roller compaction. In pre-mixing step we use same order of mixing as we discussed in wet granulation. For brief overview, you can use API or diluents or colorants for pre-mixing. You can use API, diluents, colorants and disintegrants for pre-mixing. You can use simply diluents, disintegrants and colorants for pre-mixing. It's depend upon our formulation. So for detail you can watch pre-mixing step in our wet granulation step. Here is a brief overview. We take those materials which are mentioned in batch manufacturer code for the pre-mixing step, and these ingredients are mixed using any mixing equipment or blender like high share mixer or ribbon mixer or double cone blender. So pre-mixing step is simply mixing the excipients and APIs according to the BMR in a mixer to get a uniform pre-mix powder before the slugging step. Hope you have easily cleared your concept regarding dry granulation. The one basic confusion regarding dry granulation is that how we can convert fine powders into granules without using solvent or binder solution. So the answer is that we convert by application of pressure by slugging method or roller compaction method. Today's video is over. In the next video we will discuss our main important step of slugging or roller compaction. So if you like our video, subscribe the channel and share the video to others. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.